Hi guys, Teacher Gloria here. So I've noticed throughout the Facebook groups that there is some confusion about the demos. I'm not claiming to be an expert by any means. I've only been doing them myself for like a month. I literally got hired in July. I started doing demos in August. And it hasn't been like super consistent, just a few hours here and there. I've probably done about, 25 hours worth of demos, and I've had about 10 conversions. So, not a huge deal, but I know a lot of people say they've done 50, 60 hours and no conversions. So I'm here to give you a little bit of my tips. Again, disclaimer, I don't claim to be some kind of pro. So usually what I do, I will always complete my evaluations between the next class. Now, some people find that super difficult. In the email that you received from I-Tutor group when you were asked to join the demo team, they had like a template. I type really fast, so I have never used the template. I used to be a secretary before I was a brick and mortar teacher, so I am really lucky that I can type just super fast. I can even type without looking at the keyboard, so I'm really lucky in that sense. Always get that done. The agents are the ones that rate you, not the clients. So there are some agents that are kind of pushy. There's some agents that really don't bother you, and there's some agents that try to help you as much as they can. I always, as soon as I log in, ask 2 questions, 3 if it's a child. Okay, my first question is name. Just to make sure, because sometimes A, they don't have an American name and you do not want to butcher their name. It just does not set the class off for a good start, especially if they're super basic. Okay, it makes them lose their confidence that you can't say their name right. So that's the first question, name. I type that in the chat box. The agent always responds. And then my other question is basic. One word, basic, question mark. They either answer yes or no. Okay? Some that are really helpful, they'll tell you what levels they think. And some agents are good at measuring this and some are not. So take that as a grain of salt as well. But if an agent tells you that somebody is not basic, that means they have some knowledge and you'll be able to have at least a bit of conversation with them in English. And I've learned that over the last few agents that I've had. What else? So I get that information from the agent. I wait for the agent to finish their spiel in Chinese or Taiwanese, whatever language they're speaking that day. And then as soon as they say, hello teacher, it's your turn, I cut on my camera. I switch my profile to the welcome page. I can't tell you off the top of my head what page it is. I just know it's, 40s, 50s, just depending on whether you're doing a junior session or an adult session. Now, there's something a lot of people don't realize. If you are teaching a child, okay, there is different levels of child. I don't know if you've noticed when you're teaching an actual class, sometimes there's a K and sometimes it just says junior. So, when there is a K on it, it means they are between, 3 and 9 years old. I'm not 100% sure. So if they're within that age range, you can use the songs, you can use any of those really like the ABC slide. But if they are older than that, if they are 10 or older, do not use the singing slides. The agents will get upset with you because that is part of the instructions, okay? So don't use the singing or the ABC slide. Skip to adding or counting or the animal slide, whatever. Do not start with the ABCs because it is part of the training that we aren't supposed to do that. Okay, so then as far as adults, I always make sure I'm laughing. I always make sure I'm joking. If they're really, really basic, make them feel like you are super proud. They are killing it because they are so apprehensive. You have to think that in their culture, they are used to being extremely intelligent. That's why they're taking these classes. They want that praise. They want to be bilingual. So make sure that anytime they do something correct or even incorrect, before you correct them, you say, "That was a great job, but this is how we say it." You always tell them that they're doing great, all right? And I know most of us know that, but it should be a constant thing. Your energy should be up. You should just be like, "Yeah, you did it." I mean, even with the adults, they love it. My clients that I've had that sign up or even don't sign up, they're laughing, they're giggling, it makes them feel good. They tell me thank you for praising them. Now, with the kids, if you are not using ManyCam, I use ManyCam. There is pros and cons to ManyCam. I hate ManyCam because at times it makes me lag. I love it because it puts whatever prop I want in the reach of my hand. And something that I like to do with my really basic younger students is, for example, I will not get past the animals, the colors with them, or the ABCs. I will just do those three. I'll sing the song, do the ABCs, and do colors and the animals. Now, when I'm doing the colors, I'll go over the colors at first with them, and then I'll use ManyCam to bring little characters in. I'll bring Princess Elsa, Princess Anna, Olaf. I'll be like, "What color is this?" And it'll be Olaf, and they'll be like, "White." And that takes a while because they're so basic, but it wows them. They just love that you just can do that they're looking at some of their favorite characters. Now, also keep in mind that they are boys and girls, and obviously if I have a girl, I'm going to use as many princesses as I can, but if I have a boy, I'm using Spider-Man, Thor, whatever. They love it. Most of my actual sign-ups have actually been half and half, so whatever I've been doing is like 5 kid signups and 5 adults. I mean, it's working for me. The other thing that I wanted to mention is I know some people are saying, "Well, I haven't gotten any. I always get 10s." Again, the agents are the ones that rate you. But I did read, and I don't know if it was on the demo sign-up email or in one of the trainings, after 7 days, if that parent or if that adult has not signed up, you will no longer get the $10 incentive. They literally have to attend your class and sign up within a week. If they do not do that, you do not get the incentive. And so a lot of people are always asking, "Well, I've done 600 trials or 600 demos and I haven't gotten one sign up." Well, if they didn't sign up within that first week, you're not going to get it. And the other thing is, the agents can be really aggressive sometimes. So just try to appease them. because, again, since they rate you, whenever you ask for one of those ratings to be, overridden or turned over, whatever it's called, it is really hard because you're both I-Tutor Group employees. And so I-Tutor Group is required to review the video. And if for some reason you did not follow the agent's directions, that rating will stay. So try to appease them as much as possible. Try to make it as entertaining, not only for them as the client, but for the agent, because again, the agent is the one that rates you. Anyway, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to private message me. Again, I'm not a pro. These are just my little tips and things that I've known and I've read and I've practiced. So anyways, happy teaching, everybody. Bye-bye.